It's the middle of summer around the Smoky Mountains, and fly fishing for smallmouth bass is at its best. Smallmouth are often overlooked by fly fishers in spite of the fact that they are very common and found in rivers and streams of all sizes.
Large rivers like the Holston and the French Broad have some really nice fish, but streams offer more opportunities to anglers without boats. Whether you fish for them in larger rivers or smaller streams, smallies are hard-fighting fish. One reason we really like to fish for them is because they like to come to the surface for poppers.
Here in the southeast, bass will come to poppers from early May all the way through October.
Smallmouth bass are predators that target fish and minnows, as well as frogs, tadpoles, and dragonfly nymphs.
Fly fishing for smallmouth isn't that different than fly fishing for trout. Target drift lines and pay special attention to slow currents. Let the ripples from your popping bug dissipate while taking in slack from your line. Then give the popper a sharp pop and let it sit a little longer. You can pop the bug again, but be sure to leave a little bit of quiet in between. Don't overwork the popping bug. Poppers are kind of the hand grenade of fly fishing because you don't have to be very precise about where you place them. It's the pop that calls the fish in.
When fishing with a popper, make sure you keep the slack out of your line and your rod tip close to the surface of the water. Keeping your line tight ensures that every time you strip your line or move your rod tip, it gives action to your popper. This allows you to make a loud pop or just a slight twitch of the legs.
Popping the bug at the wrong time can put fish off. They'll come to it when they hear it, but if you pop it in their face, it can spook them. This is why it's so important not to overwork the popper. A pop will bring fish in, but popping it too much can put them off just the same.
I'm prospecting in this pool, popping the bug with long pauses in between. At this point I see a fish coming to the fly, and then another one. That wasn't even him.
Here's a great example of patience with a popper. Charity cast the fly across the stream to some rocks in the slow current. About now you'll see some bait skipping upstream as a bass is in pursuit. She doesn't pick up the fly, she just makes a few pops to attract the fish's attention. At this point, Charity can see the fish has noticed the fly and she does nothing else. She lets it drift and lets the bass do the rest.
Fishing with poppers is so fun because it is so visual.
Fly fishing for smallmouth bass doesn't require small flies or fine tippet. 7.5 foot leaders tapered to 1x will turn over wind-resistant poppers well. On streams we'll use 5 or 6 weight rods, and on the larger rivers we'll use 6 or 7 weight rods. Most of the flies we use are sizes 2 through 6. We'll catch you next time. Until then, check us on our website at rnrflyfishing.com.